Welcome to AI Advantage for Small Business, the podcast where we help U.S. small business owners use artificial intelligence practically, responsibly, and profitably. On this show, we focus on real-world AI use cases, not hype, not fear, and not tech jargon. Our goal is simple, to show you how AI can save time, reduce friction, and support your team, without replacing the human side of your business. Whether you're just getting started with AI or trying to make smarter decisions about tools and automation, you're in the right place. Let's get into today's episode.
Picture a Friday morning. Your manager calls you at 6:30 a.m., 2 no-shows, a last-minute vendor delivery needs 4 hands, and someone's already clocking overtime. You scramble to patch holes, a seasoned employee picks up an extra shift and grumbles about fairness, and payroll for the week spikes without anyone able to explain why. Sound familiar? That's the scheduling meltdown most owners know too well. Today we'll walk through a way to stop that spiral before it costs your business time and morale.
Here's the promise. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 concrete moves you can pilot in a single week. 1, a fast diagnosis of where labor is leaking value. 2, a human-first method to generate draft schedules with off-the-shelf AI tools and simple constraint templates. And 3, a low-risk pilot plan and the KPIs you need to prove value. We'll also point you to vendor-agnostic prompts and a 1-week rollout checklist you can copy. No data science degree required.
Topic 1. Diagnose the real problem. Start with 3 minimal inputs, a roster of shifts for the past 4 weeks, staff availability windows, and a simple tag for skills or roles. For example, barista, manager, forklift certified. Add a column for overtime hours and overtime cost so you can see cash impact. That's it. You don't need full-time and attendance feeds to start.
Once you have those inputs, look for 3 simple levers that show where value leaks. Repeated overtime on the same employees, high frequency of last-minute shift fills, and skill mismatches where someone with the right qualification was available but not scheduled. A quick red flag. If more than 15% of shifts in a 2-week window required a manager to cover last minute, you've got a systemic problem, not a one-off.
Also, watch for data quality traps. If availability is missing for more than 30% of staff, or your skill tags are inconsistent, stop and fix inputs first. AI will faithfully amplify messy data, and messy data gives you messy schedules. That's a red flag that says, don't automate yet.
Topic 2. Build human-first draft schedules. The principle is, encode non-negotiables as constraints and use AI to propose drafts, not finalize them. Non-negotiables include legal limits, maximum daily hours, mandatory rest between shifts, and fairness rules you set, like rotating weekend coverage or capping extra shifts per employee per pay period.
Here's a compact constraint template you can speak aloud or paste into a prompt. Respect employee availability. Do not assign more than 8 hours in a single day. Ensure 12 hours rest between shifts. Rotate weekend assignments so no employee gets more than 2 weekend shifts in a 4-week cycle. Prioritize staff with lower total hours for additional shifts before assigning overtime. Say that to an AI tool and ask for 3 draft schedules ranked by least predicted overtime.
Keep employees in the loop. Send drafts with a note. This is a manager-reviewed draft designed to reduce overtime and respect availability. Please flag any conflicts by date or time. Make manager approval visible, a bold line in your process that reassures staff you're not outsourcing fairness. Transparency reduces distrust faster than any perfect algorithm.
Vendor-agnostic prompt you can try today. Given these inputs, shifts for next week, staff availability, skill tags, and company constraints, generate 3 draft schedules. For each draft, list predicted overtime hours, predicted number of last-minute fills needed, and a fairness score that counts consecutive weekend shifts. Provide a short explanation for any overtime prediction. Ask for the drafts in a simple CSV layout so managers can open them in a spreadsheet. That's practical and verifiable.
Topic 3. Pilot and measure. Run a 1-week pilot with an opt-in team or a specific location. Your basic KPIs, total overtime hours, overtime dollars, shift fill rate, percent of shifts filled without manager intervention, number of voluntary shift swaps, and a short employee satisfaction pulse, a 3-question form after the pilot week.
Don't overfit to early wins. If overtime falls, but staff satisfaction falls too, that's not a win. Similarly, a small reduction in overtime that required massive manager fixes is a wash. Look for consistent reductions in overtime hours and fewer emergency calls to the manager, plus stable or improved satisfaction. A useful early threshold, 10 to 15% reduction in overtime hours and at least neutral satisfaction scores means keep iterating.
Rapid implementation checklist. 1-week rollout. Day 1. Collect the minimal inputs we mentioned. Day 2. Clean availability and confirm skill tags with staff. Day 3. Pick constraints and build the prompt. Day 4. Generate draft schedules and run a manager review. Day 5. Communicate drafts to staff and collect flags. Day 6. Finalize schedule and run the pilot. Day 7. Collect KPIs and the staff pulse. Then decide continue, iterate, or revert. Keep the manager approval step visible at every stage.
Input, CSV with columns name, availability start, availability end, skills, preferred shifts, past overtime hours. Constraints, list non-negotiable rules. Output, 3 ranked draft schedules in CSV format with columns name, shift start, shift end, role, overtime flag. Also provide a 1 to 2 sentence rationale for each schedule. Copy that into any tool that supports text prompts in CSVs, and you'll have a usable draft to review.
A couple of quick mitigations for the risks we mentioned. Always run a privacy check on any tools you use. Avoid sending full SSNs, payroll rates, or personal contact info into third-party models. Limit the pilot to schedule-related data and keep sensitive HR or payroll columns local. And before you automate pay-sensitive decisions, consult HR or legal for your state rules.
Recap. Diagnose with minimal, high-quality inputs. Generate drafts using clear, non-negotiable constraints. Run a visible, low-risk 1-week pilot and compare over time, fill rate, and employee satisfaction. If you want the exact checklist, constraint templates, and the vendor-agnostic prompts we read today, visit the show site to download them. We've made the templates copy-paste ready so you can try a pilot in 7 days.
Before we go, a quick cliffhanger. Next episode, we'll take the data you collect during these pilots and show how the same signals can fund targeted retention bonuses that actually work, and why you'll want to hear that before you change payroll rules. Trust me, you'll want to hear the math on that before you offer anyone a raise.
Thanks for listening to AI Advantage for Small Business. If there's one takeaway from today's episode, it's this. AI is here to support your business and your people, not replace them. The goal isn't to chase every new tool or automate everything overnight. It's to make thoughtful decisions that save time, reduce friction, and help your business run better without losing the human touch. If today's conversation helped clarify how AI fits into your business, consider sharing this episode with another small business owner who's navigating the same questions. Until next time, focus on progress over perfection and use technology in a way that works for you, your team, and your customers. Use AI to support people, not replace them.